Unmuting myself. Muting chat box. I don't know why chat box is a thing that needs to be muted. I don't normally have to mute chat box, but hey, we're live with oh no, this isn't my job. This is your job now.
Yep. Today the bonus role has been taken over. I'm Sizima, and I'm going to be GMing the Green Cauldron. I'm going to go ahead and put the link to its drive-through RPG in the chat. And I should probably grab a link from its creator real quick while I'm here. From The Tide Goes Out on Twitter, going currently by Devilish Mixed Space Monster. So if anyone wants to kind of get an idea of what this looks like, it's on Drive-Through RPG. I have it printed out. We are on the credits page, but we did not help with the book. We're just friends who like his stuff and his encouragement. So he does lots of fun town hooks and stuff, so we're doing his module. So let's get an introduction of each person as a player and a character, and then let's get our credits for our art here. We have a reroll app for everyone except for EQ. When his art shows up, that's actually made by him. So, Gearnose, I'm going to go ahead and pass it back.
I'm a special snowflake.
The perfect kind of special snowflake. So, I'll pass it back to you, Gearnose, for your player and your character.
All right. Hello. I am the one-time former GM Gearnos. I am going to be playing a Minotaur Paladin named Celtic Steelpelt. He is roughly 7 feet 6 9/4 tall, just a walking slab of metal and beef with a bit of an attitude. You're muted.
Okay, let's go with Honeycut next.
I am Honeycut. I play Reginald K. Yes, the Bold Kobold. And I am essentially Indiana Jones the Kobold, basically. I am short for, I'm probably average size for a kobold. I have red scales, and I carry a large backpack full of stuff.
Okay, Halo Cat, you're up.
I'm Halo Cat. I'm playing Bruce Bramblebeer, the relatively small dwarf druid, who, his name says it all. He likes brambles and nature. He likes beer. The dwarf. Not much else to be said here.
Branding.
Yeah.
And EQ, our first official moderator.
Woo! So yeah, I'm EQ. You can find me on Twitch under Equilibrium_. And yeah, I'll be playing Lichtseeker, a water genasi cleric who's very thorough in his investigations. You'll see what I mean by that.
Ooh, investigation powerhouse.
Also, he stands at 5'5".
We are currently having a few technical difficulties. We're trying to get Equilibrium logged into Roll20, so we may have to cut away periodically to face down that demon. But we will persevere with whatever happens.
We have one more player, Fitz, who's currently at some event for a wedding. So she'll be joining us next time as Karik, the Dark Elf Ranger.
Underdark.
Background map is Dungeon Draft and is not actually from the module, just so we don't spoil anything too much for the players or the audience.
So this is a rare thing for me. I have no idea what's coming. I have not even looked at the module. Like, we printed it out, and I just held my hand over my eyes the whole time. It was very awkward.
There are such things as modules?
Apparently. I should learn
I
how to
have
write
never
them.
played one.
There'll probably be a little more box text since we're kind of highlighting the module. Anyone who's been at my campaigns know I usually tend to ad-lib it a lot more and not use box text, so this might be a little personally hard on me. I'm going to try my best.
Dice check.
And-
Take your time.
And one note is there are encounters in here that are not for the level of the players.
Woo!
So that is a warning from the module. I have a feeling y'all will get a good drift of when you've hit that point without the warning, but it does specifically call out in the module that I should warn my players of this.
So there's definitely a run screaming moment. I wonder if that's anything like climbing the stairs and finding an angel about to attack a person.
You know, that's a run screaming moment, but we're probably not gonna.
Run screaming moments are very appropriate for my character.
So I'll go ahead and give the background on the earthquake, and then we'll start y'all with like your conversation and stuff as you're approaching one of the villages. So you can kind of go over your motives for being there. That way you have a little more background. So the earthquake. The mountains rise to the clouds, remnants of the ancient volcanoes standing against all the changes in the world. Solid, quiet, and unmovable. In the center of the range is one whose violent creation surely added to the material in the others nearby. Even with its cataclysmic death, it remains taller than the others, with near vertical sides ending in sharp spikes of obsidian. The toroid cloud hovering it like a halo, raining almost continuously into the bowl once filled with lava and ash. This mountain, called Grey Man by those who live within sight of it, has allegedly never been climbed, or at least none who attempted it have returned. The story begins near the end of winter, with a severe middle-of-the-night earthquake causing damage across the region. Rumors of damage to Grey Man have spread regarding the landslide from its sides, but none have ventured close to see for themselves. The meager army already in the area is consumed with helping the villages and towns that were damaged, taking what supplies they had on hand or could gain from merchants and landowners, but they are ill-equipped to do much. If the disaster had happened at any other time, food supplies would be greater in the villages, and happening at night, more people were injured in their beds by their own collapsing homes than if it had happened during the day. So generally, y'all know about the area, you know about there's been ongoing rescuing efforts. You may have even participated in those efforts. You know that there's rumored to be unexplored veins of gold or other treasures from the landslide, that it would be a famous thing to be one of the first people to be in, or that you might be able to help people journeying around. So those are common motives for it. So I'll let y'all start with any conversation you want as you approach Pooley.
Tiny dwarf, you know of digging and metals from Earth, yes?
Oh yeah, no, I know all the stuff we need, and I kind of like flick my hand, and just on the road in front of us, just kind of like smooth the ground a little bit with move earth.
This is good.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make a lot of money today.
You weren't behind the earthquake, were you?
Me? No, I didn't step on anything yet.
Strange powers.
Yeah, he wasn't behind it at all.
I kind of feel it every time you take a step. I mean, sheesh.
As you approach Pooley, it's a tiny village, originally of about 20 people, surrounded by forest from the Broken Horse Hills. The people here are subsistence farmers and hunters, making a minimal living with very little resources. Houses are wooden beams and thatched grass, Many of them currently collapsed, and there are injuries.
We should earn goodwill among the people first. Would the little one like to crawl through the debris to see if can find maybe people trapped?
Which little one? We're all little compared to you.
I think he means me. I'm the littlest. Short.
Fair.
You are both very
But
tiny.
yeah, I guess so. Well, let me go see. And I'll look around. What's the closest collapsed building?
I'll go ahead and temporarily switch us to that map.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, we got equilibrium in.
Yay, we got equilibrium.
You're finally loaded. Glad to have you, equilibrium.
And if everyone on their journal can just go ahead and switch their role to their character's name. That should change the art for EQ too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing everyone's art, with the exception of equilibrium we just got in, so no rush on that, EQ.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just seeing the player names instead.
Oh,
so.
you want us to change our Roll20 login display names, where I'll have to go back and resave and enter it later for the dozens of games. Okay, fair enough.
No, I guess it's fine.
No. If the GM commands it.
Fine, the GM commands it.
Alright, you're going to have to remind me to fix this before tomorrow.
Okay.
And now I've probably messed up the thing because I now have 2 rows.
It's fine.
For my name.
I just do.
But we got the character art, so that's good.
And there we go.
That's the important thing.
Yeah. Okay, so are we entering from the south, or I guess we're coming in from the
Let's go with the
east.
West. Let's go with the west.
Wait, which one's what? What did I just lose? I just lost Bramble.
That's sad. So we've not been following the path.
It's refreshing.
Okay,
Sorry.
no worries. I just have to reposition it. It's like, what just happened? Come on. Okay.
So while that's going on, I'm just
There we go.
running all the way in the back. I came late.
Okay, you said we're coming in from the west?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to I would say that I can't click and drag anything. Let's try this. There we go. Oh, geez, I look tiny. Zooming in. Zoom in. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, there we go. If it wasn't obvious to our viewers, I am video capturing this and running the editing and all the other fun stuff.
Which is probably slightly better than him having to do all that and GM normally.
I mean, I've been doing it for a year.
So y'all are starting to check the first building?
Yeses. Calic, I'm going to have to remember how to do the Eastern Slavic I was doing. Hello? No, that's... Comrade. Okay, there we go. I have it back.
Alright, I'll sort of sneak my way in and call around looking around.
As y'all are starting to look around, you notice that the cart with the horse has some troops at it and some crates that look like they're being handed out to people gathered around.
Denny Dwarf, while Yes is checking for survivors, you should get in breadline for us.
Fair. See something. So yeah, I'm just gonna go just casually walk in line.
Let's get an athletics check for digging through ruins.
Athletics check. All right. 8.
You're not making too much headway. With your size, holding up beams in a rebel might not have been the best plan.
Is there like a little hole I could maybe crawl into? As opposed
if you
to
kind of
actively
scout
trying
around,
to
yeah.
lift it.
Go ahead and do a perception check to scout around the building.
For those of you who don't have much experience with Roll20, on the right-hand side of the window, there should be what looks like a folded-over newspaper. If you click on that, it'll have your characters, and you can just click on your name and drag it to the map top to add your token to the tabletop. And now, back to me pretending to be, I don't know what accent that this is. Comrade.
So what do we get for the perception check?
I rolled 11.
Okay. You can see a few tunnels in. They don't look super stable, but with that, you also don't actually hear any current moans or shuffling from inside. And
I'll spend a little bit of extra time looking around just in case I've missed something.
And Bruce is the one standing in the red line? Okay. So you can see it's local townspeople, and you can kind of smell the dried smoked meat. You can see some of like the grains of food going through the slightly poorly constructed crates. And you can see them handing out some bandages or administering bandages. There's 3 troops around and a few more townspeople than look like they're getting boxes currently. And there start to be a few upset rumbles from the people.
At the sound
Walking
of
there, or just in general?
Oh,
Can
what
you say
Halo?
that again?
Oh, Halo, go first.
Being does them being upset sound like does it seem like it's coming from me going up there, or is it just in general?
In general, it looks like the soldiers are actually trying to stop handing out the rest of the things and readying the horse to move on, and the people do not seem happy with it.
At the sound of unrest, Calic is going to approach. And so, who is complaining?
And
I think.
So Lisha is one of the people that seems to be talking directly to the troops, and she's making a case that this is not enough to get them through even a week. And with the earthquake leveling their homes, they can't get to their own, what little stores they had left. One of the adults near you turns around and says, it looks like that's all we're getting today.
You should be glad for what you have. If you have food that you cannot reach, I have tiny friends who are good at reaching tiny spaces.
They have it right there on the cart. It's right there, and they're going to drive away.
You have been given your share.
This won't get us through. It's maybe 3 days worth.
You have.
This doesn't give us time to do shelter and set up and do food.
You have food before this happened, yes?
Some. It's
Where
near
was
the
it
end of winter.
stored?
A root cellar.
Which cellar?
And reluctantly, while the rest of the villagers keep arguing with the three soldiers, the sergeant in command with the wounded hand and looking very upset at this. The one talking to you, Tunny, says, I'm Tunny Afferton.
Hello,
We we lived over here, and he points to the one below where y'all were digging. The root cellar is at the back west corner.
Dwarf and Kobold. You should work together. Open path to cellar.
How many times have I told you my name is Reginald?
Yes.
That too.
Yes.
Call me that. That's like one syllable. That's all you need to know. Jeez, Claudia.
Yeah, I think I've got it. I think I've got a good idea.
And then Kalk is
What's
going
your
to
idea?
go and impose himself between the angry villagers and the soldiers and just cross his arm and look cross.
I'll head to another house and start looking at that one, trying to see if there's anybody alive in it.
Okay, so who's staying with Tunny? Is anyone staying with Tunny for the root cellar?
I'm going to the root cellar, yeah.
Okay, you're going with Tunny. You're looking at another house. Okay. As you approach the cart with the troops, Lisha, who's been one of the most outspoken, says, "Try and stop me," and grabs for one of the smaller crates,
If you
with the two
insist.
troops pulling her back.
Oh,
Huh?
I was about to say, I was about to grapple her.
Okay, go ahead and roll for a grapple.
Alrighty. I'm going to use athletics for this one. That's 15.
Okay. You get a pretty good hold on her. She drags the crate a tiny bit before, or she lets go, and she's just kicking her feet up in the air since you're pretty tall.
Just kind of holding her. As you requested, I have stopped you.
The two corporals do draw swords, though, and one of them moves over to the horse to start getting it started. So
Whoa! What are you doing?
Which person are you owing?
They're the guards. Actually, Celtic. Cladic.
He's just like.
I was just kind of doing it in general.
They said to try and stop them. I have stopped them.
The other towns need these supplies too. This is not the only afflicted town. The earthquake has stretched for at least 2 miles worth of damage.
If you take
Yeah, you
more
felt
than
that.
is your allotment, then others do not have. We will get into your root cellar, and you may share among yourselves. Those who eat less should share with those who need more.
Put him down.
Oh, yes, and he will drop. Well, he won't drop, but he'll set them down.
One of the other adults throws a punch at one of the armed corporals and surges forward even as you let Lesha down.
Talek isn't the one being attacked, and yeah. So, yes, Tiny Kobold.
Grab him. Full point to the civilian that's punching the guard.
Okay. And Kalak will move to grapple the fighter.
Okay, let's get grapple. Lesha kicks out at your ankle but misses as you go.
That's a 12 for this one. He's
No, that still gets it.
he's
It gets
mildly
one hit.
bemused.
It hit on the corporal with the sword, and then probably for his own good is grappled and pulled back before the soldier reacts with his sword.
Just tucking him under the arm at this point. You are very brave, but not fighting proper enemy. Come, and he will drag the person towards the where it was indicated the root cellar is.
Okay.
I'll step in front of the crowd and be like, "All right, everybody, look at me, down here. All of you need to return to your homes with what you have. The earthquake has affected the entire region. Everybody around here needs these foodstuffs, not just you. Right?" I'll look at the guard.
You can see the guard in charge picking up.
Your mic cut out.
Your mic.
Okay. You can see the sergeant who looks like he's been in charge, putting the one crate back in place and securing it, and putting down his slate where he's been checking off supplies. His hand is a little bit bloody and bandaged, and he's a little older than the other two. And he goes over to talk to you.
And Calic is still holding the one guy who got rough in like a headlock under his arm, and he's like, "No, get your tools. We will begin to dig." And before he looks up at the guard, so you are injured still? Did not think that this one would be capable of doing significant damage to a soldier.
Last town, they got my hand. It was even more difficult.
All guys in the crowd.
With the cart 3/4 full at the last town instead of just half full.
You should hire competent guards.
Got it, jeez. I would say these are competent guards. They just ran across a rough crowd.
Listen, y'all. Style yourselves as very competent in battle, right?
I will not speak for others, but I will smash the faces of those who are troubled.
Well, that is only what you're good at. Smashing.
Well, supplies are very limited. There is a village called Treeton in the shadow of Greyman Mountain. We couldn't get our cart over there due to some of the disturbances from the earthquake. We have some provisions for them if you could take them by. It's right by where the landslide in the mountain was, so it may not have survivors to give the food to. But I did see you come in from the west. If you're heading east, it would benefit these people greatly.
I am bull, not mule. But I can carry, yes.
Well, you're not the only resource we have, Gladdick. Russ, do you think you can conjure up some food for those folks?
That is a little bit beyond my capabilities. I can help teach them how to plant something, but that's a little much.
Well, these are farmers. They probably know how to plant.
Hey.
Calc will eventually release the guy he has in a headlock. He's like, you start digging now. Use energy for good.
I can get to the cellar myself. I can get them a tunnel. I mean, it's all good.
You get them tunnel, I get us job. Yes?
Yeah, more so, or can probably help move the landslide and help them out that way. Let's head that way and see if we can help them out. But maybe we should check here. Well, no, we should get going because they're under. They might be under the landslide. Let's get going.
Well,
I'll
Ernie,
start
you know
marching.
that it's 3 or 4 days travel to the other village. So it's not the same
What
village.
time is it now?
It's a different village.
Yeah, it's probably like
It's
early morning,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. What time is it now?
It's early. It's still morning.
We will carry supplies to other village, but we would like supplies for ourselves.
I can send you with 2 crates so that, you have something to eat on the way over. And if you meet me back on our way back on this road after I stop at the other couple towns, I can give you a letter of recommendation also, and that way you can let me know what happened to that town.
This sounds good to me. Does this sound good to you? Yes?
Sounds good to me.
And he gives y'all a hand-drawn map of the way to get to Treaton. And he says that he'll meet y'all afterwards at Tustin. And I'm going to go ahead and post the map image real quick.
Yeah, I'll take the map.
Okay, one sec.
Give to Tiny Carrion Kobold.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. I think what I'll do is I'll post it in the Discord, and then I'll also temporarily move the Roll20 to that
I was
so
about to
that
say,
everyone
yeah.
can see it. But that way y'all have it when we go off screen in the Discord. So
we're at Pooley right now?
yes.
And we want to head to Treaton?
Mm-hmm.
So let me create a new map page here. And we'll just leave it behind the scene. Leave it where it's not behind the scenes. Might as well
Oh god, it's so white.
show the group what we're doing. Map and background layer.
We've been swallowed by snow.
I mean, it is late winter. That
This
seems
reminds
very
me of
accurate.
home. Watch for dark dots in sky. It is likely polar bear and will eat you.
Okay, so that should give y'all a bit of an idea. He's been coming down this main road. He says that he's heard the road this way has been too blocked by different landslides and trees being pushed from the earthquake. So he's going to hit small towns as he goes down this way.
I'll actually go to the sergeant and I'll ask him, is there any smaller villages along the way between here and Treaton?
No, they're mostly a mining place. There's no good farming around there. So they would make cart trips and stuff back and forth, but there's not really good waypoints.
Okay. So
We will
totally wrong.
send back shovels.
Okay. So y'all are
I got
given
the shovel.
2 crates and the maps.
Here, you carry those crates there, Claddock.
Yeah, Claddock just has them under his arms.
And then the town below, I'm not quite sure if anyone can see it on the interface, but the town below will be the one that y'all would meet at for the letters of recommendation. So I'm going to go ahead and move y'all back to the town map because I think y'all were staying there a little bit longer for some digging.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I really think we should get going because those guys at Treaton were under a landslide and they could be in
give me
real
5
trouble.
minutes. 5 minutes.
All right.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, unless something comes up, in which case you'll get more.
The townspeople are still pretty disgruntled as the soldiers leave, and they're casting disparaging glances, especially at the Minotaur, who have been talking to the troops.
Dwarf and Kobold violate Earth very quickly, please.
Yo, where's the cellar at? Like, come on,
It's
we need to get this
Reginald,
done.
or yes, at least.
Yes.
Sorry, what did you want me to do?
Violate the earth, and he will step like where they indicated the cellar was in this area.
Pull out my shovel
So-
and I'll hand it to
We
Claddock.
need townsfolk.
Claddock has both
No,
two
listen,
cards
I got
under
this.
his not cards. Starts with the C, means
Crate.
box.
Crate.
English major.
Well, let's hear a little bit, since we had some mic mute problems. Let's hear what Lich has been up to. Technical difficulties. That should practically be our hashtag.
Oh boy, I'm sorry.
It happens.
Yeah.
Do you want to change your display name in Roll20 to your character name?
You can do that under the gear icon, because I don't think you have much experience with Roll20.
No, not at all.
No worries. Yeah, just go to the gear icon, and then at the top of that, it should say something like display name, and oh, yep, you beat me to it. It's like the bonus roll. It's not working.
So yes, I believe I'd be just like looking around the buildings, the houses. And maybe, like,
Sorry, what class are you again, by the way?
cleric.
Cleric, okay.
And seeing you take a lot of interest in the houses, Tunny has started following you around and describing who's at which house and telling you where any root cellars might be.
Oh, here. Put down those crates, Claddock, and take this shovel.
He will stack the two crates, take the shovel aside. I am worried I will break this, but thank you.
We can do this so much easier, guys. Look. I just need to know exactly where the cellar is underground. We don't need a shovel. It'll take me like 30 seconds to get down there.
Cellar
Drive
is
well.
here.
There?
Here.
Okay, look.
I look.
Like 5 feet away. I'm just gonna move earth and pull the whole chunk of earth and put it aside. And then I'm gonna do this
that's
again
much
until I get a
faster.
tunnel going
Okay.
into the cellar.
You get into the first root cellar.
Dwarves are very good at playing with dirt.
Tiny looks
Among other
excited
things.
and runs back to gather his stuff, and then tells you the kitchen's above if you can make a hole and see if it can drop down any more provisions.
And what I'm gonna do, a very small hole, and slowly like widen it.
Mhm.
All right, Reggie, drop some stuff down.
The remaining floorboards creak under the weight of the building having collapsed in, and Tiny backs away, and it starts to funnel down some of the debris, along with it, some kitchen things. You see, some ladles, some pots. The canister of flour may not survive that impact. But you've
It's
gotten
starting
him
to
a few
creak a bit
kitchen
then.
things. Yeah.
Do the other molder thing where you can like make it difficult terrain and like harden all that.
hmm
Like
And
you
your
know, a
mic
lot
cut out.
sturdier. Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna use the other option of molder to harden all of it, make it difficult terrain.
Okay.
Did you hear that, Honeycut?
Yep.
Okay, just checking. I'm working background stuff to make sure everyone is don't mind me. And I'll think of something funny to say in a minute.
His wife, Alyssa, comes over and helps him start stacking stuff to the side, and they pull through the rubble to get a little bit of cloth, like a blanket, to kind of like set up on a few broken rafters as sticks to kind of be like a lean-to there as they start setting up their kitchen.
Hey, Lick, do you want to give them a hand? Maybe heal them if they need it.
I mean, if they're hurt, I guess
there are
would be
definitely
bad.
people in bandages that it would take them probably weeks to heal naturally. There's about 6 injured people, 2 kids and 4 adults.
Calic
kids
will
first.
Yeah. Calic will also go around to a person or two and drop like just 5 points, 1 point of healing on each one of them. For up to 5, because that's literally all he can do.
So let's see which ones are being healed first by Liched. How many are you healing?
Which one of the 2 kids looked... Actually, 2 kids, right?
Yeah, Ollie Afferton, which is one of the ones in the lean-to, is a 4-year-old boy. And
Yes.
Wynn Pons is a 4-year-old female who's among the villagers standing around, kind of looking woefully at the wagon that's leaving.
Right, healing word ×2 coming right up.
Okay, and they're just kid villagers, so that should put them back at full. And they're kids, so we're just going to say that puts them back at full.
Calic will go up to the adults and he will poke them in the forehead and drop 1 HP on each of them from his healing hands. It's like, you are better now.
They do feel a little bit better, but a little bit confused.
Gladys, by all means, be a little more... care a little more.
It looks at first like Lisha, the one that was kind of causing a bit of trouble with grabbing the crate, is eyeing your crates you left set up. But you realize after a minute she's looking at the map. And then she comes over to talk to you.
If you are hungry, I can teach you to make stone soup.
That map, are y'all headed anywhere on the map?
I'm sorry, what?
That map that's on the crate. Are y'all headed anywhere that's on that map?
Well, we're gonna go over to Treaton to help those guys because they apparently had a landslide.
If you see a man there named Dunn, my husband, he does mining. He stays over there 2 weeks at a time.
Oh.
Could you keep an eye out for him?
It will be done.
Yeah,
really?
We can do that.
Really? Really, Kiernes?
Hey, I was thinking about trying to work it into.
I agree. Not a problem. Done.
Yes, we will find this done, and then the task will be done.
Okay. So, anything else y'all want to do at the town? Are y'all going to hit up the other root cellars, or?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick sweep of the root cellars. I mean, it shouldn't take too long, not even a minute for each one.
Tiny dwarf. They are exposed to elements. Perhaps a tunnel, so that they have a place to stay where cold winter will not send vicious beasts to consume their flesh in the night.
Yeah.
I'll
do it anyway.
Some of the townsfolk look a little nervous about that, and Tenny comes back to talk to you. Collapsing Earth might be a little nervous for everyone right now. Is there any way you can do it kind of above ground?
I could make a little alcove. I mean, it wouldn't protect as much.
Make an igloo out of 5-foot block earths.
If it was above ground, even if it had earth, I think we'd feel okay with it. But I mean, it was just a couple nights ago when the houses came in on us. I don't think we could just go underground right now.
Earthbender will do what he can, but we cannot stay too long.
Yeah. It'll take me about another 3 or 4 minutes, but I can get something. So I'm just gonna go to an open area, probably to the north,
Do not collapse water
where the
well.
cart was, whatever.
They will need water.
No, they will need water.
The
Over
well's
to
in
the left
the
of
middle
that,
of
I'm
the town.
basically gonna make a. My bad. But yeah, up to the north to the left where the wagon was, I'm going to make basically an earth igloo, and then also make a reverse igloo with all the stuff that I've moved out, so you have an underground and an above ground side by side.
Ooh.
You could drain water
2 for
into
1.
the divot and have nice pool.
So the snow will probably melt into that come summer.
Ready-made pool. Very nicely done.
It's been done. Let's go leave.
Calic deadlifts the crates.
Okay, as
Grab the map.
you look over the map, yes.
Yes.
You see that it's going to be about 4 days travel. Let's see.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you want?
But it looks
What
like
do you
there
want?
is a bit of a shortcut if you decide to go through the forest, but that tends to have more complications. So
We'll take the road.
It is emergency, yes?
Yeah.
Would not shorter route be more provincial?
Yes, it would be, but the forest is full of those creatures you mentioned.
They are
wolves,
very good eating.
bears.
oh, I do have it a bit wrong. Okay, the road to Pullian Treaton is 2 days, and the forest shortcut is 1.5 days.
Hardly worth it.
Wouldn't cut our time by all that much, really. And I don't know if we want to deal with bears and wolves and
We could
whatever
bring,
else is out there.
We could bring warm
And on the
pelts for
road.
them.
Oh,
On the
yeah,
road,
I
we'll find
suppose-
stuff too.
suppose food is a factor here. And
Yeah.
we're more likely to find food in the forest than on the road.
Food often
Unless there's any
finds you
traveling
in the
merchants
forest.
along the road. That it does. And that's what I'm worried about.
You will
'Cause food
run
is something
and
I don't wanna
scream,
become.
and food will be coming to us.
Well, how about this? I'll run and scream towards you, and then you make them food.
Yes, is
Let's
reverse
go on
of
through the
what
forest.
the wolves would do.
Yeah. And Licht, you be sure to reverse healing them. Let's go.
Can't we just stay on the street?
I mean,
Well, we could, but we've just explained why that's not a good idea. Is because A, we're pressing for time, and B, we need stuff. We need food along the way, and if we come across wolves or bears or even a berry bush, that'll be helpful. So let's go.
But the street
could-
ain't
we
a
could-
wasteland. There's gonna be berries somewhere. They might be poisonous, but yeah, alright.
Well, I'm sure Bruss will tell us which ones are poisonous and which ones aren't.
we have
Excellent.
tiny
I'll
dwarf.
definitely try.
Besides, I know some that are good to eat. Jeez, it's not like I'm unskilled.
I can eat bark off of tree.
You could eat a rock and get something from it.
Rock soup is
Very
very
nourishing.
tasty.
Yes.
Exactly. You've told us twice now. Let's
Okay,
get going.
Y'all are going with the forest path?
Yep.
I'm outnumbered.
Okay, so who's navigating?
I'll navigate.
Do not worry, tiny
Unless
wet
someone else
cleric.
wants
I will keep you safe.
Never call me wet cleric again.
Well, let's go ahead and get a survival roll for navigation.
You do
All
not
right.
want Calic to make this roll.
Well, yes is rolling unless anyone else is helping. Yes has the map.
I'm gonna add guidance.
Okay.
Okay, what does guidance do again?
You add a D4 to your roll.
You add a D4.
Yep.
Okay. So I have a total, after rolling a 3 on the die 4, by the way,
Nice.
of 7. I rolled a 1.
Okay. I saw that look on your face before we were talking about if someone was helping you or not, and I was like, "That's a 1 or a 2 face."
Because people are helping, do I have advantage? Because that's a big.
He just said he did guidance. He didn't say he helped. So
Helped several times.
Huh?
Clearly, we're going north.
I've been helping from the beginning, but okay.
Oh, okay. If you're helping, let's get one reroll.
All right.
So walk towards Giant Mountain. I helped.
I am really glad we got that reroll. Am I still getting the guidance D4?
Yeah, just do whatever you rolled before.
The 3.
25.
Okay.
Oh,
So
clearly it's not that direction. I had the map upside down. This way.
So you'll definitely make good progress. You find good food and water along the way. Near the end of the day, it seems like maybe you're a little off track, but it's definitely the right way. The terrain's just a bit spongier.
Huh.
So you kind of decide to go ahead and lean a little bit more eastward and skirt the slightly boggy area. But you do still hear 3 goblins arguing over who gets to eat the dead bird.
Tiny green friends, come out.
Oh no.
Is that in common?
Yeah. He only speaks common and Minotaur, and he hasn't run into anyone that speaks Minotaur.
They're like, "This is our bird.
The moment he calls out, I'll hide.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get a stealth check.
We do not need bird. We need direction.
I rolled.
We'll tell you which way to go away from here.
Okay. They say we are going wrong direction.
Clearly, I don't think that's what they're saying.
They just want us to leave.
Well, we are camping here for the night, so we will leave in morning.
They want us to leave now.
We leave in morning.
So you're going to camp in the boggy area.
Oh, I thought we were skirting the edge of it.
Yeah, it's still a little moist though. If you want to move on a little bit longer.
What?
This is a terrible place for camp.
It is very wet. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to sleep in a puddle.
We could. Well, you could sleep in tree. Okay, we go.
Okay.
We are going now, tiny green friends. Thank you.
After about 30 or 45 minutes, y'all get to firmer ground and normal wildlife, less birds and possible alligators and more, foxes and things.
Calic sets the crates down. I'd like to think he.
No,
we lost EQ. Oh, we got EQ back.
Okay.
All good? Calic sets the crates down. I'd like to think he's just been carrying them under his arms the whole day.
Welcome back, Lich. Not sure if I heard.
So, Calic will set the boxes down, grab a fallen tree trunk, branch, whatever he can, and just start banging it around on the trees to drive off whatever wildlife may be in the area.
Okay, can I get a sound check from you, EQ?
Whatever you can, and just start banging it around. That's my voice.
He's lagging. badly.
Yeah.
Or he's watching Twitch.
Yeah, I think you might. I think the Twitch is on. If you're saying anything, we can't hear it, so you might have to reload one more time. And also make sure if you have Twitch on that you mute the playback on the Twitch.
The bonus roll. What's gone wrong now?
Oh, but while we're
Bonus
doing
roll
our technical
quality.
difficulties, we did get a new follower.
Oh, yes.
Oh, cool.
Thank you,
So,
Dropkick Daokick. Daok? D-A-O-C. Dauk.
I'm going to have to start making that dice roller box for when we get to 100, because we're actually we're kind of close. I think we're at 71 now.
Yeah.
So have to get our 100-player giveaway thing done. Try to say something again.
Thank you.
Speak to us, EQ.
I think all we're getting is like some feedback. Can you check your system volume for the mic?
Thank you for the follow, Asometus.
Yeah, all we're still getting is just the delayed
Yeah.
sound back.
I mean, something's picking up sound there. Nope.
And there he goes, and Russ is getting out. Back in.
Okay.
Sound check.
Check, check, check.
I think we should reload too. Let's go ahead and take a 5-minute. Let's go ahead and take a break till 10 minutes past. Run around, get a drink and everything. Put it on the break screen, and we'll work on the technical difficulties. And everyone can go get a drink or a snack, and we'll come back.
All right, we'll be back shortly. Thanks for joining us for the Green Cauldron module. A little bit of a rough start, but so far nothing has caught on fire, so yeah. Intermission.
We'll resume.
Okay, we're back live. I managed to catch the tail end of that.
Okay, we're back live, and EQ, I think you had something real quick.
Yes. Hi, Ava. Thanks for the follow.
Oh,
personal
congratulations!
Follower. Nice.
I missed what you said. Can you say it
That's about
again?
it.
I missed what you said. Can you say it again?
EQ got a follow, I believe, right?
Oh, okay, cool. For your Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay.
So y'all have found dry ground, and you're setting up camp.
Yeah.
So what does the camp preparations and the watches and things like that look like?
Well, Calic is going to help by taking like a large branch or a trunk and just banging it around the area for like a good maybe 5 minutes to try and drive off any animals that may be in the area.
That helps with snakes a lot too, so good planning.
Given it's winter, I wouldn't expect there to be many snakes around.
I'm going to do
But
the inverse igloo.
I'll set up a nice spacious 2-person tent for me.
Okay, and we've got the inverse igloo, you said, too? from Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a tent
Pretty
and an
large for
igloo.
anyone who wants to come in there.
Calic is
And I'll
going.
also set up a campfire after I set up the tent.
Yeah, Calic is
Okay.
just going to sleep by the fire.
Okay, so we got a fire, a tent, and an igloo.
In my igloo, I'm going to also put a fire in there, and ignite it with my bonfire, and then have a nice little cozy home.
Plenty of
We'll
dry
sleep in the
wood and
woods.
stuff around.
Bruss, could you light my fire for me?
Of course,
Did
I'm
not
much
know
just
easier
like
to
tiny
get you
kobold
my
was like
great
that.
tinder
bonfire.
box. Much easier to get you to light it for me than for me to try to light it with my tinderbox.
So are y'all doing any watches or anything?
We should each watch.
I'll stay up late.
I will get up early.
I'll get up partway between either second or third watch.
So, Lich, are you doing a watch? We might be having audio issues again.
We might be.
No!
Okay.
You're there.
Okay. Just a mic mute issue. Okay. Are you doing one of the watches, Lich?
You're there.
Let's assume that's a yes, and just go ahead and on the Twitch, go ahead and post what your perception roll is and which watch you are. Let's
Wonderful.
assume Bruce is watch 2 and Lich is watch 3.
Actually, Licht said he wants to do first one.
Oh, okay. So Lich is going to do the first one, and Claddick, you're doing the fourth?
So
Yeah.
EQ and myself are going to be watching at the same time.
Do y'all want to just do 3?
I guess.
Sure,
Then
yeah.
let's get perception rules for everyone.
Oh, fun times.
We got 9 from Lich,
15.
9 from me as well. Which is so sorry, a total of 12. So that's less than my passive. Fantastic.
and then I guess we just need one. Let's see. We need Bruce still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perception?
19.
Oh, okay. Okay. While there's not a lot of noticing people during the first watch, also there's been a lot of whacking trees around and making a lot of noise and constructing things recently. So nothing approaches.
So sorry.
Huh?
That was just feedback, I think.
Yep.
Okay. On the other 2, y'all are able to also catch a bit of small game. Since I know y'all were out looking for that, so you could forage a bit. Nothing really interrupts y'all during the night, and it's the next morning. Y'all have about 3/4 of a day of travel left.
There were very few meat creatures last night.
I can live with
But there
that.
were some, right?
Yeah, y'all have enough for like making a good breakfast.
He just literally has a small game creature that he caught, and he's holding it over the fire.
I don't know if those rabbits are going to be enough for you.
It is okay. The bones are very crunchy.
Howbie, you get some of the meat off there for me. I don't need a whole lot, and then you can enjoy the bones.
We make
Sound
soup.
good?
We make soup. Soup is very filling.
Just don't put any stones in there, please. It's not a stone soup.
I make no promises.
You're good with an axe. That's about it.
So who's navigating this next day?
I'm maintaining the navigation. Unless anybody else wants to.
Calic will maintain carrying the heavy objects.
Bruce, are you maintaining helping him?
Yes. Sorry, is my mic not working right?
You're cut, like, we're not hearing everything.
Okay.
We've been hearing most of it, I think.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
say
for the most part,
something and
you're
we don't
okay, but sometimes
respond.
it just doesn't pick up.
Yeah.
And Lich, are you still doing guidance for navigation?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so it's
Alright.
kind of like the three of y'all leading and just Cladic following behind y'all, just like trusting y'all to do the path while he carries the crates. So go ahead and roll with
Don't break
advantage
him.
guidance.
Ooh, guidance gave me a nice 4. So that would be 23.
Okay.
Altogether. I rolled a nice roll on that advantage check.
All right, so you'll be heading the town about early evening. The only thing you pass on the way is around 2 p.m.-ish, a little past when you've stopped for lunch, is a sawmill that's abandoned.
We should check it for
This is
usable
a
metal.
perfect spot to. This is a perfect spot for me to figure out where exactly we are, and I'll head into the sawmill.
Mm-hmm.
Just walk right in.
Yeah, it's partially collapsed on the back half, but the door is still there. One of the windows is still unshattered, and as you go in, there's a skittering, and something leaves out the back.
Okay, I'll just kind of ignore that. And is there like a table or something
There's
I
still
could
a
use as a
table
table?
in there, yeah.
Okay, I'll pop the map out on the
I go
table.
after whatever.
And I'll go through my backpack and I'll pull out a cartographer's kit, and specifically like one of those like map sextant thingies, and I'll start plotting where we've gone and figure out exactly where we are and exactly how much time we got left to get there.
Okay, and that's and you realize you'll probably hit there about early evening, just with making normal time.
All right, I'll turn back to the group. We should get there tonight, I think.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Exactly.
Good.
And I'll roll the map back up. I'll just actually now look around and take in my surroundings. Is there anything interesting about the sawmill? Like, actually interesting?
The giant saw.
The place where, like, since you've been doing the map, the place where it looked like there was a skittering of movement has grown in with vines since you got there.
Oh, look at those vines. Those weren't there when we got here. Russ? What are those?
Let me get a look at them real quick. Roll or something to investigate them.
Sure, let's get a nature check.
That'll be a 14.
Okay, and it probably helps with you being a druid. You can tell that these were magically grown in. They don't have like the same little sproutlings of their type in the area around them.
Huh. Someone did this. This isn't natural around the area.
Define natural.
The opposite of
Like
magic.
it didn't just grow normally. It's magic.
Magic is a
We
part
got a
of the
caster.
world.
But is it science magic? I'll take a closer look. Rummage around in my cartographer's kit and see if I have like a magnifying glass or anything like that.
Magnifying glasses are generally 100 gold, so they wouldn't be in the cartographer's kit.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay. Do I have anything to look closer at something like that?
generally there's just like the measurement tools and stuff and drawing tools.
Okay, I'll pull out a sheet of parchment and I'll draw a little bit of this magically grown vines.
Yeah, they seem to just be sealing off where the hole in the wall was.
Okay. Do I need to make a check to see how well I draw this?
If you want, just do your tool proficiency and either intelligence or dexterity.
How do I roll the tool proficiency?
Just add your
I have the
proficiency
proficiency,
bonus. Just you're going to have to kind of kludge this together, but just do your proficiency score, and then either intelligence or dexterity, whichever one for drawing.
Okay.
And that's just because kind of some people are reflex drawers and it's very intuitive, and some people are like mapping, comparing, and so either one would represent it really well.
So that's 9 plus 3 plus 2, so 14.
Okay. You get a pretty good draw of the vines. They don't look like anything too otherworldly or exotic. There's just, now that it's been pointed out by Bruce, you can tell that there's no other little seedlings around them or anything really close to them. So they were definitely grown in magically.
Calic will approach it, rip off a vine, and chew on it some.
As you rip off a vine, I would like you to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm great at those.
Goodbye.
8.
Okay. And what languages do you know?
Common and Minotaur.
Okay. So you don't know what this leafy looking bark skin person you can see through the vines wants, but they seem very much like they would be a great friend. You've probably known them for decades. You just haven't gotten to know them yet. And as they're shooing you away and pointing to the road, you feel like definitely they're giving you the best advice that they could.
Pretty plant person says we should leave, we should leave. And
What?
Caddick will start heading out.
Okay, Caddick. Wait. I'll run after him.
Yes.
What is he saying? What?
We. All right. So
Why did you eat those?
It was green.
you don't eat everything
No,
that's
it's
green.
yours.
Well, no.
1 second, I have to go save the kitties from a cat attack. My feral is not like
Alright.
Yellow being here.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Do 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 da do 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 do.
Did you need to do that, Caddick?
No. I choose to
Good.
do that.
Then don't. Must you?
No. But I choose
Okay,
to.
okay, good. Then don't. Choose not to do that.
But I choose to.
But no. This
Yes.
is terrible.
He doesn't make very good
I'm back.
choices from time to time.
My little
Okay,
feral,
alright.
she's a one-person cat, and she's also a 0 other cat's cat.
So she loves our house full of 3 cats.
crazy cat people.
Yeah.
I'm going to play an insane tabaxi at some point.
This was her this morning.
Aww. She's such
I tried
a
to get a better
sweetheart.
picture, and then she just rubbed all over the camera.
He's green. Oh, go ahead.
So what conversation did I miss during that tiny little break?
Oh, I was just making
I was
noises.
just telling him to stop singing. I was really just telling him to stop singing.
And so you get about 20 feet out from the sawmill, and Yes is following you, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what are the other two of y'all doing?
I'm following. I trust this cow person.
I've got my hands in the air and also following.
Okay, so y'all are going to go ahead and follow away from the sawmill and move on, so you can make your timetable of early evening, right? Okay.
Yeah, all right.
I
If
guess
you
that's
think
the
we
plan.
should go, we'll go. Jeez.
Should come back and say goodbye to nice plant lady at Leather Point.
Mhm.
Who?
And after a while, as y'all go down the road, the charm does wear off.
I would like more vine now,
So-
please.
We didn't bring anything with any of that with us. And really,
Should we go
it
back?
couldn't have been that tasty.
It was green.
It looked pretty good.
Yeah, there's lots of greenery around here, but we don't see you eating it.
He will rip a chunk of bark off of a tree and make eye contact and start chewing it.
That's
I
I mean,
not
that's technically
green.
brown, though, right?
Unless there's moss on that, it's not green.
Hey, Yes. If you ever start eating my hair, attack it, please.
Is your hair green?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
It is okay. Your
Well,
hair is not plant.
Don't eat my hair either.
The GM isn't here. Thank God.
Please don't tempt me to say things that'll get us strikes.
All right, shall we
a
move
little-
on?
A little into the afternoon, around 3:30, you see someone actually coming down the road. He is using a tree branch as a walking stick. The donkey that's pulling the cart is bruised and cut. They both look in pretty bad shape. He's short and has a long graying mustache. There's cuts all over his legs and arms and a gash on his left temple that looks probably infected. And he seems in a bit of a shock.
You said the animal's hurt?
The animal and him.
Healing word on the animal.
Okay. The animal looks instantly a lot better.
If
The cart itself is damaged with like a patch. One second.
okay.
Bruised and cut. Okay, so the donkey's mostly unhurt, just bruised and cut. Got it. Okay, yeah, so that makes the donkey better and pretty much instantly, despite having more hit points. And on his cart, it smells like rotting plant material.
That is not good to eat.
Y'all are at about, say, 50 feet away right now.
Yeah,
Hail!
right.
It is
And
not
as y'all-
storming.
As y'all get within a talking range and he hears that, he's like, "Name's Albert. There's not much of treating left up ahead. If you can find my brother, I'd surely appreciate it."
Is your brother done?
No, Filber. Filber and my brother Norber were with me when the shaking started. We were lucky. The house survived.
Your parents were not
And-
very imaginative.
No, that they were not, I suppose. Then in the morning, though, there were aftershocks from the earthquake, and that, and he gestures back that way, caused the landslide.
Tux, thank you for the sub.
Yay.
Yay!
Woo!
He's like, hold one moment, and he will pass one of the crates off to Bross,
I'll take them.
and then he will poke the gentleman in the forehead and give him a dose of healing.
How much healing are you giving him?
Hold on. I didn't reset after that last long rest. I will dump all 5 to cure disease and kill the infection.
Okay.
So you
I
I
better
really
know.
need to figure out how you do that.
It is.
What did you do? It feels weird.
That is what many people have said. Just relax and feel better soon.
He nods. Just be careful over there.
Your cart is full of rotting things. It is disgusting.
It's, well, they went to go get stuff to treat me, and only one of them came back. And after he bandaged me up, he passed out and then woke back up and came after. That's my brother back there.
I am sorry
Oh.
for your loss.
And there's canvas
I'll
over the
clamber
side.
up. I'll clamber up onto the side of the cart and look in.
Okay. There's a bit of canvas over it, but you can see that there's an arm out, whereas obviously there's a body, but also like a big vine that looks like it's got a pincer on the end.
Oh,
Is it similar to the vine that we saw in the Zawmill?
Not at all.
Okay.
Calic will
I'll hop back
eventually
down.
take the
I'll
crate.
turn to Katic. No,
What? Okay.
you do
Russ will-
not want to eat any of the vines in this cart.
No, there is
Albert-
rotting in there.
Albert goes over and goes, well, in case there's more villagers that this has happened to, I should probably show you. When he came to, I had to take him out. And he pulls back the canvas, and you can see that the vine is coming out of the stomach.
He ate something wrong.
I have a backwards page in here. That's not good. Yeah. So the body looks a little more husk-like and like it's been drained of nutrients. And then the whole stomach is like green and vegetation. And then there's a thorny vine coming out of it with the pincer on the end. All, of course, limp now. I thought I'd go warn the next town.
It's probably not a bad idea. Katic will take the crate back from Bross.
Say, Albert, did you and your brothers maybe eat something strange? Maybe like some strange vines?
No, not as far as I know. I mean, they went to go get me medical supplies, so I mean, it's possible.
Was that before or after the earthquake that this happened?
There was the earthquake, and then there was the aftershocks, and then the landslide, and then they went to get me treatment from the landslide, and then he came back human, but after we rested and we were getting ready to go, it just wasn't him anymore.
Do your best. Remember him. Honor what was and move forward. And he will pat him on the shoulder.
Norber's still out there somewhere. I've got nothing left. That last landslide took the house, but if you see him, can you tell him I'm going to Pulley? Tell him to send to get there?
We will watch Thor, and he will go ahead and give the guy 5 gold out of his pouch.
Thank you, sir.
Do not find place, stay safe, honor memory.
Yeah. He looks in a bit better condition. He's still bruised and cut up, but without the infection, some of like the glassy-eyed look is out of his eyes. He seems a lot more coherent. The last few minutes y'all have been talking. And he gets the mule going and starts heading onwards.
Remember, do what you can for others with what you have.
He
really have to give
nods.
him 5
He's
gold?
going away. Huh?
Did you really have to give him 5 gold, Katic?
No, I chose
Yeah,
to.
that.
Hey, it's your money. Spend it how you will.
I did not spend it. I gave it.
Look.
It's the same.
5 gold, though. That's a lot.
It's 5
It
days.
is. I don't know how I feel about that.
It
You only have
is-
so much. And we're not exactly in a profession that earns consistently.
Well,
Anyway.
it's too late now.
I have two.
I'm not gonna sit there and take 5 gold from a peasant that's been through hell, basically.
I have 2 crates.
Yes, you do. And we're keeping that for when we get to what's the name of the city again?
Small village.
Treaton.
Something.
Yeah, Treaton. For when we get to Treaton. So
We
so
are-
let's just keep going.
To Treaton.
And then we'll keep going.
Okay.
Da 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 da. No.
And unsurprisingly, I have since y'all got a little faster than I thought today, I need to go ahead and reload load one more map. So
Yeah, I think we're just passing by all the side quests.
We're on the quest.
There are side quests?
I would assume so. But we stopped to do the thing with the pretty plant lady. And then we stopped to do the thing with the man who is with his dead brother. So we have done 2 things. 2 things.
We've done a bit more than 2 things. There was also the 2 goblins. You just kind of passed them by.
They were very
there was the
friendly.
initial. There was Pooley. We could have probably helped more there, but landslide
That's
kind of more
fine.
important. I'm sure they're
We get the
fine.
cellars pretty easily, though.
I will say, like, if you're running the module, generally there's more of a conflict at the town, but y'all kind of had good ways planned to pacify that.
Overwhelming force.
Basically.
And also, actually giving them the kinds of things they actually wanted helped. Access to some supplies, some shelter.
Katic
So.
is he doesn't have an 8 intelligence, but his intelligence is not much higher than 8.
Let's see. Okay, I got that map ready now for when we get there. So, I still have y'all on that map. For
Yeah.
our interface, I should put y'all back on the start screen just for our interface. Okay. So,
While we're going
shortly
on
after,
a long.
Yeah.
I was
Sure.
going to say, while we're going on a long trip, we should probably use the large map.
yeah. So shortly after you leave Alber, you're starting to approach. As you get closer, the Gray Man, which is the big mountain in the middle that had the landslide, and also is rumored to have minerals and things. It starts to completely dominate the view. The crown around the spires of the volcano still stands, but a substantial side of the mountain has sloughed off and slid down. And basically, a big part of a mountain fell on the city. The road to Triton has been covered by the slide, but you can see to the southwest that there are 2 buildings remaining. So I know I just switched on maps, but now we're going to go ahead and switch to Triton.
I like to think that Claddock is narrating that.
You won't.
Very little is left of Triton, mostly covered by rubble. You can only see 2 of the buildings still.
Or what's
But
left of them.
there is a post put in that was put in after the landslide, because you could tell it's wedged into the landslide materials, and it has a flap of leather attached. And it says, "Gone northeast of slide to check where they are coming from, Wyatt." And one of the buildings smells heavily of decay.
There is probably body in that building.
You don't say.
No, I just said.
I suppose you want me digging through it and taking a look. Well, what? Well, here. Why don't you give me a hand this time and hold up some of the stuff while I'll crawl under it?
I have 2 crates.
Hold the
Give me
crate.
the crates.
Put them down!
Calic will stack the crates, and then start shifting materials out of the way.
As you make noise and approach the building, some vultures fly off from the other side of it, and they swoop around for a bit, and then decide that they don't want to let anyone get close, and I'm going to need an initiative roll from everyone.
Woo!
Ooh.
I'm great at that too.
So
That's a 3.
I rolled 0.
15.
Huh.
Does that mean I just can't take part?
And they
No, it just means
you're
you automatically
immediately
go last.
unconscious.
okay, so
You're slow
Okay.
to start. They get 2 turns before you.
they're not that big. I have to resize it.
Whoa.
Oh Jesus, it's giant. No.
All the vultures into one giant robot vulture. And then baby ducks.
But for those of you wondering how
So
I
are
managed
these,
to get 0
5 foot
initiative,
stairs, by the way?
What was the question?
Are those are the squares in Roll20 5-foot squares?
Yeah. These are actually medium beasts, so they're fairly large vultures.
Oh boy.
oh Jesus, those are fatty boys.
So y'all would be somewhere around this corner starting to grab at the rubble.
Ah, okay. For those of you wondering how I managed to roll 0 initiative, I rolled a 1, and I have a -1 to my dexterity.
Yeah. And
I
I'm
mean,
going to just
first
hand.
one.
Let's see. Getting organized here. Add turn. Where'd the pop-up go? There we go. And then we had a 20 for Bruss.
We're at opposite ends.
And what were the other 2 initiatives?
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that makes my 0 a little bit better.
Yeah, indeed.
And what did we get for yes?
I got 15.
That's a pretty even distribution.
Huh.
2015 3-0. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
And how am I on that layer? I'm going to reload my map real quick. Just mine, because it's acting a little funny. I think it's not sensing the tokens quite right, but that could be me also. Okay, so it's possible I put them on the wrong layer. Yes, I did. Okay. So we're going to redo that part.
I do that all the time. It's fine.
And that probably also explained why the size was all messed up.
Of the map? Or what?
Of the
Oh,
token
vault.
original
Oh, yeah.
size. Yeah. So that's something I can watch for in the future for if I'm on the wrong layer, because the tokens would be the wrong size.
Sometimes, yes.
And once we get to their initiative, I'll add what their number is. Okay, Bress, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna get out my good old trusty warhammer. Move up.
And they're only about like 5 feet up. Right now they've just now lifted off.
Still couldn't reach me if I go up there, so I'm just gonna get up here, and when they gonna ready my action to attack them when they come to attack.
Okay.
And like get within 5 feet of me.
Okay. Reginald, what do you want to do?
What are those hay bale looking things?
Those are part of the thatch roofs of the village. There's more in this section because those floated better on the landslide as it came down. So there's thatch from
Okay.
other neighboring areas too.
Okay.
It is going to be
Can
difficult terrain, though, if you're
can
walking
I
over
hide
any of
behind
the
one of them?
rebels. You can if you can get to one of them. It is difficult terrain, so it'll be half movement.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm standing right beside one, so
Okay.
I'll just move
Yeah.
there, and I'll hide and pull out my bow.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get a stealth check from you.
19.
And let's see. So you don't have hiding as a bonus action, right? So that would be your action?
That would be my action, yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think I have an ability to hide as an action.
Rogues don't get that till
Second
level 2.
rogue.
I'm just making sure.
No worries.
Okay, so they'll go next. There's one very obvious target in front of them. So this one will come up and trigger the held action.
That'll be a 17.
Okay, that will hit.
Alright. And then in total the damage will be 9.
Okay. That one flies up to you. And describe how you take down the vulture.
Alright, yeah, so basically I'm just running it, holding it way back over my head. As soon as it gets close to me, I'm just going to lay it down and smash it down into the rocks in front of me.
Okay. So let's see if I can give it a color or something. Or we'll do the little dead sim. We'll do a color. I like the colors a little bit better because these are black and white icons. Okay. So this one comes down, and seeing that you're a bit more than it wanted to take on, will lash out at Lich. So I don't think a 7 hits you.
Don't attack me.
I don't
No.
think a 7 hits you.
It won't.
And this one will take a nice strategic position where it can both attack you with advantage and eat its friend afterwards. Well, that was a 1 and a 2. I mean, the person that rolls notoriously bad, being the GM, the GM has its benefits. I do always worry when it's Halo Cat that's doing the GMing. Okay, Lich, you're up.
Yep. All right.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. We have a special person in chat. Welcome to the chat tide. Thank you so much for this. We're having a great time. All right, sorry to interrupt.
This is fantastic.
And it's actually got me using the box text, which Gyarados can tell you is like a miracle.
So miracles do exist.
I gotta say, real quick, Equilibrium, I love that your character's name is Lightseeker.
Yeah. Thank you.
Have I been saying it wrong? I've been saying it wrong, huh?
I mean,
I'm just
gonna right?
Everyone's saying my name wrong too.
Okay, I'm gonna just call both of y'all by your last names for the rest of this forever.
I said Bruce.
It's been Bruce, but it's been called Bruss a lot. But it's fine. Like, it's no big deal.
Okay,
Is it Bruce or Bruce?
Bruce,
yes.
right?
Anyway. So, I might just try to get the words up of me that just try to attack me. And I pull out my holy symbol, and I will cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay. So that one is it a saving throw or an attack roll?
That's an attack roll.
Okay,
That
let's see what you got.
A 14.
Okay, that will hit.
Right, where is my D8? That is 2 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And it can't take any reactions.
That's good. That means you can move around if you need some mobility.
Actually, yes, I will move Clatic just a bit.
It can take an attack of opportunity against you if you move away from it.
It can't take reaction.
Oh, right. That is brilliant.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, that was good.
Shocking Grasp.
And as a bonus action, I will cast Sanctuary on Bruce because 3 points is a lot.
I'm about to break that sanctuary and when it comes to my turn. No, I appreciate it.
I'm suspecting nothing will be left by the time it gets to your turn. Unless we roll
Shocking
backwards.
Grasp is a cantrip, so that should be fine, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let me
it's fine.
check for Sanctuary, just make sure.
Bonus action, first level spell.
Yep.
Okay. And Sanctuary's on which player?
Bruce.
On Bruce.
Okay. And he is up.
And that'd be my turn.
Actually, next turn would be Clatic, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. I don't need to go. No.
You rolled a 0.
With a 0 in initiative.
I mean...
Claddock
This was a
will
surprise round.
draw a maybe 6-foot long greatsword, step forward like he is walking directly towards Bruce with this huge unsheathed weapon. He snorts and then just brings it down in like an overhead arc towards the vulture that got shocked earlier.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
That is a 17 for 7 damage.
Okay, that takes out that
that's a
vulture.
great
If you want to describe how it gets taken out, you can.
I rolled the wrong one. That was a great axe. I was supposed to roll a great sword. But we'll just ignore that. Sorry. Like, he just, like, slices it in half.
Okay. So working on, getting it ready in case you want to eat it or something.
Yes.
Pretty much, too. Okay. Where did that go? Okay. Now we have Bruce. Bruce.
All right. I'm going to look over and kind of glare at Licht. Because of the sanctuary. And then, because I'll be looking that way, with my left hand, gonna go for an offhand punch. Can I use my bonus action punch of that? Because I'm using the Warhammer one hand. I want to punch the vulture.
Let's see. They have to both be light, right? Is Warhammer light? Let's see.
It is not.
It is not light. Never mind.
It would
Then I'll
be
just
an
go ahead and hit
unarmed
it,
strike,
then.
which would be a standard action.
You can still punch it. It just would use your action.
Yeah, still punch it, but a Warhammer. Yeah, but a
Okay.
Warhammer.
Punching it with the Warhammer. That's sure.
GM,
Pretty
you
sure
need
it's
to...
against martial arts rules.
You can thrust with a warhammer, right?
I mean, I did it with the maul in his game, pretty much. So
Nice.
he might just be giving me trouble.
GM, you need to change
No.
your drop down.
Huh?
We have Ingrid on the field.
Oh, how did that get edited? Okay.
Huh.
Probably I was dragging something around or when I reloaded. Okay.
When you reloaded.
We do not want Ingrid on this field. She doesn't have a whole lot of hit points
Yeah,
left.
no one gets any XP.
No. Oh yeah.
Well, we're all level 1.
So if you
you
didn't see
probably
that,
have
that was
more
a
hit
nat
points than
20.
you still.
That was a nat 20?
Nice.
Yeah, that was a nat 20.
It just like.
How are we
fed
doing?
us.
You
Critical.
just choose before if you want to double dice or just roll.
Well,
Twice.
I mean,
I'll double it.
yeah.
Let's see. 5 plus 3 plus 4. 4 is 2. So 5 plus 3 plus 2. So 10 in total. All of it being bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And how do you want to take care of this vulture?
Then I'll take the
Jelly.
Warhammer, kind of twist it, and then just like full force with it.
We are making
So-
vulture jelly, yes?
I actually imagined like a pancake.
That might be a
Fine with
little
me.
more cartoon than what would happen, but okay, so y'all have gotten to a first town. You've made sure people have been fed, you've given them shelter, you've made sure the soldiers got away safe. You've learned a bit of the mysteries on your way down, and you've defended against the vulture. Let's get everyone leveled up to level 2.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
I get spells.
This will be the only time in module you level up, because it's for levels 2 to 3. So at the end, when you meet the people, you'll get level 3 in case we do anything in the future. But this level will have to see you through all the rest of the things.
Hey, I get spells. We're fine.
I get something better.
Is
I
it
get
great
more.
weapon fighting?
Turn to a bear, but it's gonna be
just
something
love
time.
Actually, I'm probably going to go with defense because that +1 to AC is just mwah. I mean, I don't mind counting my ones as twos, but and I think I'm going to take Thunderous Smite. And we already have a healer, so Searing Smite.
Yep, back up.
Wow, my HP went way up too. I love level 2. Alright.
Yeah, no, this was definitely a great time for that.
So I get cunning action, and that's it.
I mean, cunning action is great. That's hide as a bonus and then attack.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I get Channel Divinity. Woo.
Oh, that's right. Clerics get their subtype at level 2.
Yep.
Yep.
No, that's one. Level 1. They get at level 1, actually.
And I just doubled the amount of HP I can hand out per long rest.
Nice.
Alright, I'm good to go.
Let's get the sound off from
forms.
everyone when they're ready. I actually have to edit down the size of a map because of upload. So that gives me something to do while y'all are all checking and making sure you're ready.
Claddock is fluxing at this point. Well, actually, no. He's setting out a soup pot, and he's scooping Vulture into it.
I'll stand back up, put my bow away. Well, that was unexciting.
I would just have like arms crossed and nodding, being like, I help with the 20.
He's like, vultures make very gamey soup.
Wonder where they were looking at when they flew up.
I would say likely the body.
Probably. Should go take a look at that.
You could, or you
But I'll
could
wait
help
till
me
God's
strip
place.
feathers.
I'll go look at the body.
It's like, he's just ripping handfuls of feathers off of the vultures. He's like, this make very good fletching.
Actually, wait a second. Grab one of the feathers. This could be useful.
Feathers are very useful. Very soft for sleeping.
This is not going to be a very perfect map alignment, but we'll revisit the map alignment later. So I'm going to get some things covered up real quick.
Save me one of the bones there, Caddick.
He will just rip one of the like wing bones out and hand it over to.
I'll take it. I'll
There's
park
like
it.
bits of stringy meat still attached to it, I would like to think.
I'll clean it.
He's a beware, bone is hollow, do not chew.
But I'm not going to eat it.
You will choke or get splinters.
Caddick, I'm not going to eat it.
Very
He's
crunchy,
just
though.
warning you just in case if you are going to eat it. How do you know that?
You'd be surprised what Caddick eats. Actually, no, you wouldn't be surprised what Caddick eats.
Oh, I don't think I would.
He puts like 2 rocks in the pot with the vultures and starts pouring water over it.
Oh, not his rock stew again.
I wanted to eat some of that, but now there are rocks in it.
It's fine. The water and the boiling will clean it.
So when you do go in to look at the building, there's a corpse of a man in there. He has a pouch with him of 3 gold if anyone checks. And his journal has drawings of the Gray Man Mountain with writings from the man's father in it.
I'll grab the pouch and journal, and I'll start looking through the journal.
Okay. The writings seem a little bit rambling and incoherent in some places, and there are statements of things like "no one will believe me" and "they'll all think I went mad." But there's a kind of a rough map to a general area that is actually in the direction that the sign said the guy was heading, that they were coming from.
I'll look at the body a bit more. Does it look like it was actually more so the landslide that killed him?
Yeah, there's definitely bruising, contusions, probably some collapsed ribs, and the vultures probably didn't come until they smelled it.
Thank you for the follow,
you
Electrodon.
won't eat human, will you?
What was that, EQ?
Cleric, say you don't eat humanoid flesh, do you?
Me? No.
Me? I don't either.
Good.
You'd be surprised what kobolds will eat, but I am not your typical kobold.
In that, if no one needs this body any longer, does anyone here mind if I take a chunk of flesh?
It's not in really great shape, as the landslide happened 2 days ago.
I mean, it is getting very mushy. But do what you will, and will be done.
All right, and Pantego and start getting some of the rotten meat off.
So, it is late. We have been walking very far. We have stone soup to boil. I say we sleep and then follow in morning, or do you wish to run through dark of night into unknown dangerous situation?
No. We're going to sleep here, but let's take this body outside so we can sleep inside the building, because it'll provide some nice shelter.
It is mostly collapsed, though. Y'all are going to have to do some reinforcing for that to work.
What?
You take bodies out, I will start soup.
I'll take the body out.
Building the igloo.
We don't need the igloo now. We can just use this building. Why don't you use your magic to reinforce the building?
The dirt glue.
Because it's collapsed, and that would require a lot more, and I do not have the proper magic to move this wood and thatch and other things.
Caddick puts the pot on the fire.
This is just as comfortable.
All right.
Well, let me get this map cleaned up, and I think I'm going to move us back to the interface one, though.
Okay.
Since I don't think we need this for the strategic importance. So we'll go back to the neutral interface map, which is just a dungeon draft one kind of built for our background.
It's a nice background. I like it.
It's good with the module colors, so... We do have a question from chat. I see. He answered. That's a good answer. So do y'all want to set up watches again?
Claddick will get up early. As a note, if you want to see something disturbing, go on YouTube and search for Deer Eats Bird.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, I don't think we need to watch something distressing.
Oh yeah, watch goblins fight over a bird already. I don't think I'll have to actually watch them eat it though.
No.
Okay, who's first watch? Let's get a perception check real quick.
I'll again stay up late.
Okay.
So perception 4.
Okay.
That's fine.
I have a +3 to that. So 4. I rolled a 1. My passive, by the way, is 13 in case you need it.
You do hear some rustling to the west of the buildings, where there's a lot of brush that didn't get taken out by the landslide.
Is everyone else asleep at this
Yes.
point?
Were you going to transition our map?
Did I not put y'all back on? Oh, I did not. Thank you.
So I heard some rustling in the bushes to the east.
To the west, opposite side of the landslide.
To the left, to the left.
Depending how things go, I might have to put y'all right back there. We'll see.
I'll sort of peek out and look.
Okay. Go ahead and do
Try
a nature check.
And I'll do that while stealthing. So I'll roll both. I got 20 total on my stealth.
Okay.
And I got 12 on my nature check.
Okay. So you can see that there's a bush with some dried berries that managed to kind of be still there when there was the frost and shriveled up. And they look really good, and they also look really good to the large bird that's in there. You can't quite tell what type it is from there, but there is definitely a large creature in the bush about 30 feet from camp's edge eating those dried berries.
I'll casually and slowly reach for my bow.
Okay.
Pull
And
it
by
out.
large bird, I mean
Grab
it
an
is
arrow.
a large class creature.
Oh, Jesus, that thing's huge.
Large what?
A large class creature.
Like, it's at least 10 feet.
I'll slowly move back into my position and kind of pat around for Caddick. Smack him.
Ugh.
Caddick.
Oh, if y'all didn't reset your long rest after the town for any spells used, did everyone do that? You would only have whatever spells you used during the vulture thing. I think everyone should have the right amount.
I think only one spell was used.
Okay.
Two more.
The healing word too on the guy.
That was like yesterday, wasn't
And
it?
your
And my
that
healing
would-
touch.
You haven't
I
had the
thought
long rest.
that was
Yeah.
So the ones on the guy
was
and
the
everything
same
would still
Yeah,
be
Yeah, I
there.
I'm
haven't
down
had that.
5 on my healing touch. Got,
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure everyone reset after like killing the kids and stuff.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, I thought you said killing the kids and stuff. I was like, what game
Wait,
are we
what?
playing?
Killing the
Healing.
kid.
I'm just going to put y'all back on that map for now in case. So
Okay.
what I'm going to do is go to
Caddick
map
would have
layer
been over
and-
around here where he had set up the pot.
Okay.
Because he
Okay.
ate and then fell asleep.
So I went ahead and moved the maps. You might have to move your tokens to be near the shelter and stuff.
So the shelter would probably be in the center-ish.
Okay.
I would say Caddick set up like the pot around here and just ate and then fell asleep.
I would have built the thing. I'll just draw like a big square for it.
So I'll probably be over here.
That's not a square.
half under this roof. And
The bushes with the pink dots are the berry ones.
Okay. Why does Tiny Kobold wake?
shh.
You said it's large, right?
Yep.
That's a two. It needs to be a 2x2 then.
Okay, let me get that resized. There we go.
That's not intimidating at all.
We do not have more stone soup if Tiny Kobold wants stone soup.
Shh. Quiet. There's a big thing over there.
There's a big thing here.
Look.
Like, does he see anything?
Pick up his head and point and push him towards the look.
With all the bushes, let's get a perception check at disadvantage because you're pretty far and there's bushes.
Okay.
You have dark vision, right?
I think Minotaurs do.
I don't know. Hold on. It does. Where does it say? It's been a while.
You have like features and traits, right?
Yeah, features and traits.
Yeah, it'd be under features.
Okay, features.
Racial traits.
Specifically racial traits.
I don't
You
normally get to play.
can't see, I don't think,
Yeah,
in darkness.
no, I don't have dark vision.
So the campfire won't extend that far. So out past the rebel, you just see darkness.
So perception disadvantage?
No, I thought you had dark vision.
Okay.
So with the bush cover too, there's not much chance of seeing it. You just kind of see darkness out there. Go ahead and do a perception check for sound, though.
All I see is eternal night which will consume us all.
I'm telling you, there's a bird out there, and I see it. It's right there.
8.
Big.
Silence. People trying to sleep over here.
Okay.
Wake up.
You don't even hear
They'll
the
start
bushes
patting on the leg.
rustling. I mean, I think maybe Yes is just making all this up.
Tiny Kobold have too much stone soup and not enough vine. Go to sleep.
Wake up. I'll start patting Lick in the face.
Why? Oh, why? What?
There's a giant bird over there.
What are you talking about?
I think the
Look!
dwarf is the only person that has dark vision.
Yeah, I'm slumped.
I can't see anything.
I'll grab my torch and I'll light my torch using the bonfire, and I'll throw it towards the bird.
In the brief moment you have the light, you see Caddick has like a bone from one of the vultures, and it's like crunch.
Okay, let's get in athletics for the throw. Let's see how close you're getting.
Oh, fantastic! Because I'm excellent at that. There we go. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Okay. You make it right in front of the berry bush. So first your companions see wonderful, shriveled, badly preserved, but still edible berries.
Oh,
And
that's
then they see an Axebeak's head push through the bush. And then they see an Axebeak trim the bottom of the bush and lift it out by its roots and start backing away from the fire.
Reginald, I think I'm still dreaming. Could you
Watch
shake
out.
me again?
I'll smack him.
Ow! Not
So
like that.
I'm gonna move it back 5 feet
very-
and add the bush with it.
That is very big bird.
Yes, it is. I told you. And I'll go over to Brust and I'll start shaking him awake too. Brust, wake up.
What's going on? What's going on? Hold on.
That's what's going on.
Meanwhile,
That's
I
the
will
thing.
cast light on my shield.
Okay. As you're waking up, you see the big bird lit by torchlight take one more step backwards with a whole bunch of berry bushes in its mouth and the roots dripping earth.
That is very
Are we trying to fight
intelligent
that thing?
action for a bird.
No, I just spotted it, and
What did you say,
praise
Bruce?
it.
I don't want it to attack us.
Do you want me to like? Do you want me to try to do some stuff with it?
Do not do
Got
strange
a really
things
good
with
idea.
bird.
I've got a really good idea.
What?
All right, I'm just gonna do it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna kind of walk out, and then
Let's
I'm
go
gonna
ahead and
shapeshift.
get an initiative at this point.
Woo!
All right.
Oh, what am I doing?
So let's see. We've already got y'all on the turn order where I'll just need to edit. So let's add a turn there. I'll fill it in when it's
Hey.
their turn.
Much higher than before.
It's not hard to beat a 1.
That's a 10 on my part.
I got 19 altogether.
Okay, so we've got Yes has 19. Bruce, what did you have?
11.
Light,
Hello?
what did you have?
Yeah, we're here. Yeah.
You said 10?
Yep, I am very slow, apparently.
And Cladic, what did you have?
I rolled a 13. Well, I rolled a 14, so I got a 13.
Nice.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Let's see. It doesn't really like the fire, so it's going to move away a little bit for its turn, though. But it looks like it's ready to attack the moment that any defensive action is needed. Okay. Reginald?
I will proceed to hide. And because I now have what's it called? Because I now have cunning action, I can hide as a bonus.
Okay.
So, where's my stealth? I have 6 on my stealth check.
I think you're still
rogue.
adjusting to the light
That's
issues.
On the bright side, it's not nearly as bright as it was earlier.
And what do you want to do
And
for your action?
for my actual action, I'll lift my bow and fire. Am I actually stealth to it?
No.
No? Okay. So let's see. Be just a regular attack.
We're on random encounter
So
number
that's
4.
17 and 8 damage for my short bow.
17 does hit, and you do the 8 damage.
Short bow. Probably into its side or something.
It cocks its head to the side, clearly sees you crouching down, but with all the bushes in its mouth, it can't turn fast enough to avoid the bow strike. So, did you have any other movement, or?
I still only get 1 bonus action though, right?
Yeah.
I will just casually move back a bit.
Claudic, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to just say a series of actions and tell me what happens in response to each or how far I can. Cladic grabs his sword, rushes forward, so he's going to take his full movement.
Okay, go ahead and do your movement.
Would we have cleared the space enough that I could move in this direction easily?
No one mentioned actually clearing the landscape, just setting up the camp, so it's still difficult terrain.
Okay, so that puts me here. And then I will take the dash action. Which would let me move another 30 feet, or at what point?
One more space is difficult terrain, and then you can move normal.
Okay.
So 25.
She'd be able to move about 20 feet. Or 20 feet. 25, yeah.
Yeah, 25.
I don't know.
Because every foot is an extra foot, so that's 5, so that's 10, so that's 20 feet.
Well, it's 10 for the first 5, but you're still getting 5 out of that. Then you have your remaining 20, so you can move 25.
Okay. Oh, okay, I get it. Alright, so that'll put me here. Cladic is going to light up his sword with Searing Smite. So he's holding that for now. Or he's casting that. His sword glows with a
the
flickering...
bonus action, or
Yeah,
right?
It's a bonus action.
Okay. I'm just checking.
No worries. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to save that because I can do more damage to the regular smite. He's just going to... that was action and movement. I don't think he has anything he can do with a bonus action, so... Yeah, no, he's done.
Okay. Bruce.
Alright. Now I've got a pretty good look at the thing. I'm going to shape it into an axe beak.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get up. Let's see. It has 50-foot movement speed, so I can get there. And then I'll let Cladic do his thing.
Wait, can you? I thought it was
As I'm there, I'm just going to...
Is it a beast or is it a monstrosity?
It's a large beast.
Holy crap, that's
Beast
awesome.
Challenge rating 1/4. Yeah. Honestly, it's a lot weaker than all the things I could transform into. But I'm just going to start like chicken scratching the ground and fluffing my feathers up and just being intimidation-y, like birds do.
Roll seduction.
Territorial.
Well. So, let's
Yeah, I'm
see.
definitely trying to be intimidating.
What's your move?
Uh-oh, did we lose EQ?
Nope.
Oh, no. Okay.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I hear you.
Your turn, man.
I thought it was still going. Okay. Yeah. I'm move a little closer to the fire, around there. And I will cast Magic Missile.
Oh. That kind of a cleric. I like it.
Oh, yes. And Magic Missile always hits, so I'm gonna just roll damage.
Must have a
Anything you
shield
can
spell.
do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
This axe beak does not happen to be an axe beak mage, so you're lucky.
I'm going to have to homebrew one of those.
That is 9 points of force damage.
It is looking extremely bad, and on its turn just starts fleeing into the woods with its berry bush.
Alright, that's gonna be my turn.
And so it's going to take a movement of 100, I believe.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50-foot movement speed.
50 and dash.
And
No, I
it's
can't keep up
going
with
to
that.
get the heck out of there. So unless anyone has anything they can do at about 130-ish.
I can catch up. I mean, I can't catch up.
So
I can
can
keep
I.
tail.
I can actually shoot it with my short bow. from 320 feet.
Okay, so let's go.
Can Claddock-
Let's keep going in order then. Reginald, did you have dark vision though?
I do, up
Yeah,
to 60 feet.
Cobalt.
Okay. Up to 60 feet though. So you're going to have to get within your bow range, within your visual range to use your bow to hit it.
Because you can't shoot something you can't see.
I mean, you can try.
This thing is not getting away.
Oh,
I would
I
say
can,
based on
okay.
noise, you can do it at disadvantage if you at least get a little closer.
I was about to say, this feels like invisibility rules would kick in, where you would have disadvantage if
Possibly, yeah.
you make the attack, but you have to know what area to attack.
Yeah,
Well,
let's.
here's the fun part. My bonus action will be a dash, so I can go there.
Well, let's go ahead and get a roll at disadvantage. You're basically aiming only on sound.
Yeah.
If you roll
So
badly,
that'll
you
be-
hit Claddock.
I mean, that
Probably.
might not be a turnoff in this situation, depending on team mechanics.
So I rolled 19 total to hit
With
on
disadvantage?
disadvantage roll.
Okay,
Jesus.
Yep.
let's roll your damage.
Yeah, my first roll was 14. My second was 18.
Cool.
I do 4 damage.
And the rustling in the bushes stops, and you hear a thump.
I had a really.
I think I got it.
So now we make more stone soup, yes?
A lot more, potentially. I'll walk over and pick up my torch.
Okay.
I hope it didn't set fire to anything. Or go out.
No, there's been a lot of dust and stuff from the landslide, so while the area is still green, it's also frosty. So it's got
Permafrost kind of situation.
yeah, it's got a little bit of permafrost, and it also has a lot of settled dust and ash and stuff. In with the
Ever glad I have an explorer's outfit. So I'll pick up the torch, start heading into the woods to find this bird.
Claddock will go and help because he knows
There.
he's going to have to help pull.
Russ, are you gonna stay whatever you are?
Bruce
Nod.
is very...
But I'm gonna like dash into the forest to find it.
And we have lost Druid. May he find happiness and peace in new bird life.
Sometimes I'm amazed that you're still alive, Claddock.
Me?
Yes.
Thank you. I like to think it is due to growing up in very combative town.
You're gonna take me there eventually, alright?
I will be happy to take you wherever you would like to go. It is very cold and many people die there.
Ah. Great.
Let's not go there anytime soon. Wait, are there any ruins near there?
There are many ruined lives there.
Okay, no, I mean actual ruins, as in ancient peoples and their cities that are long buried.
Yes.
I mean, I can work with ruined lives.
Ooh. Yeah, well, I'll definitely have to go there at some point.
We should
Anyway.
go and get stuff now.
Yeah. Head towards the bird.
Yeah. See, I've been trying to drag it back.
Okay.
It is okay, Druid. Your friend is gone to better place. My stomach soon.
As a large bird, it is easier to drag it back. getting a little assistance from the party helps too. As you drag it, it smells already kind of roasted from uh, from being near the torch and everything and getting hit. It smells pretty good, and it still has the berries dangling from it.
Ooh, we got berries too.
We now.
Hey, Russ, are those good to eat?
Cool.
Once we get back, I do want to go back to normal,
Okay.
then inspect those berries.
Okay, let's get nature or survival, your choice.
Claddock starts stripping feathers.
I'll do survival, which will be a 18 in total.
Yeah, they look edible, even if you're not an axe beak.
Tiny kobold have
Can they be
giant feather
fermented?
now.
That would need your toolkit roll. Plus whatever
right.
you're using for it, if it's intelligence or wisdom for your profession.
I believe it'd be a wisdom.
I think wisdom works for that. For brewing.
Right.
It's kind of an
Nat 20
instinctual thing.
Plus 25.
These would probably be excellent for brewing. It's kind of strange that they managed to get preserved in this state through winter, and it's almost like they've started a tiny bit of their own fermentation, so that should get you started. Wow.
Right. Yeah, then look at everyone. These berries are mine. And then I'm just gonna start picking them and throwing them into my little tankard.
Yeah. And I didn't finish everyone's town trinkets yet. But Bruce does have his town trinket, which is a special tankard. So next time we'll have everyone's town trinkets.
Okay.
Cool.
So look at everyone. This should be pretty good alcohol in about 2-3 days.
Nice.
That is good to know. I will now, and he throws a handful of feathers off of the axe beak, begin preparing more stone soup.
Geez. Does it have to be stone soup?
We have
Yeah,
plenty of
we've
meat,
had
we
it
have
like 2
plenty of
days now.
stone.
That beak would make a pretty good maul.
Beak is sharp. You are thinking axe.
I think the beak would make much better of an axe as well. It was an axe beak after all.
That's a very, very intelligent thing to say.
Half the work already done. I will save beak for you.
All right.
And then
For reference, I'm poking fun
Yeah.
at another game
Claddock
where our
will
GM,
yeah.
the artificer, made a mace or a maul out of the beak of an axe beak.
To be fair, it was the back part that she wanted to be the maul, like basically like with the thud, and then there's the spike behind it to like guide the strike.
So,
She wasn't trying to put the sharp point first.
so Claddock is going to take second watch then, so he can keep working on the axe beak and getting it ready for breakfast.
Yeah, and
I'll help then. I'll do second watch also.
I assume a lot of people are working on, meat and stuff on their shifts as well as watching, and there's not really any other disturbances. That battle kind of scared off a lot of the remaining wildlife.
Yeah, I'll go to sleep after that.
Yeah.
Claddock will wake everyone up with a bowl of axe beak and stone soup.
Oh god, is this morning already? No.
Time is a flat circle that branches in all directions.
Clearly.
Fair.
So long rest?
Yep, long rest for everyone.
I don't think I used anything that required a long rest.
I get my lay on hands back.
I get my spec.
Actually, yeah, the only thing that has limited use is my racial ability, which I haven't used yet.
I don't see Wes using their using their racial ability much.
You got thrown off too.
No.
I'm tired. I went to bed at like 1. or 2 and got up at like when I was woken up.
But I think with y'all being level 2 and having cleared the night and going to start a new zone next time, I think we're at a pretty good breaking point.
Okay. I mean, we got about like 15 minutes left
cool.
by my count, so let's do
Yeah.
some talking. I had fun. I did not expect Claddock to be. He's not unintelligent. I would call him simple. He is not a deep river, but he is wide.
He takes a lot more of
I
a
was
social
thinking
role
he
with
did.
people than I expected.
Any of us are really sociable characters.
Yeah. He's a paladin, so there is like some level of like he has charisma.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'd say he does.
It's not like
y'all think
It's
of
a very,
Reginald?
very likable character.
One of my favorite things I read at one point was Gerald is a handsome character. He is not charismatic. This is like the inverse of it. He is charismatic. Claddock is charismatic, but he is not handsome.
Oh, but we need to post his reroll art on Charisma Check on Twitter. No, you ask about Reginald. I think Reginald did good. Kind of helped corral the group a little bit too, and did a lot of navigating. So that was really cool.
Definitely didn't help to not bog down anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely helpful.
I mean, the whole. I think we would have spent more time at the sawmill if Claddock hadn't gotten charmed.
Yeah, probably.
Just a bit.
But like
That was probably the beware of the higher thing, the higher level stuff.
I think we're far enough
Wow.
in. I could go in on Drive Through RPG and give a review now, so that'll be good.
I definitely would say it's a good idea.
In case we have anyone new posting, I'm going to go ahead and anyone new watching from earlier, go ahead and put the link to the module. The tide goes out that's in here is the writer of it. So
we will be
his first
playing.
module.
Yeah, we will be continuing this next week. Same day, Saturday morning, starting hopefully at or around 9. We will have another new member of the bonus cast with us. I would like to welcome Equilibrium to the bonus cast officially. I know you were a moderator before, but you are now an official member of the bonus cast.
Thank you.
It comes with no perks whatsoever.
And our other new player is stolen from my campaign, so I'll have one of my original campaign here in Charlotte's players.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Let's see here. Last night we did Shadowrun, where we finally finished off that run. Tomorrow morning we are playing Second Sight Agency campaign, where I'll be running, and it's going to be a pretty battle focused episode, I think. Hopefully everyone will either survive or, has contingency plans.
I hope my contingency plan works in this zone, which is a problem. That could be an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all just ran up the stairs to face an angel. But, yeah, it'll be fine. Angels are notoriously nice guys. Yeah.
And no healing and no spell slot as a warlock left. Just all I've got left is Eldritch Blast and 1/3 health.
You literally just described every warlock who has ever existed. I have no spell slots. I have Eldritch Blast. I have no health.
I've actually got most of my spells.
You should play that warlock that focuses on Eldritch Blast. I mean, that's always unique.
It is good that since we had technical difficulties and Friz missed the first battle, he has a lot of spells left, so maybe that'll help us. Not necessarily any way to heal us, but it could help us in battle.
I like Tux's contingency plan because y'all are already in a church.
Yeah. Honestly, my contingency plan is probably just to run away if anything goes bad.
I mean, I am not out to kill y'all. I am out to challenge y'all. But I recognize that killing y'all may be an outcome of challenging y'all.
I mean, we're just gonna finally use all their potions, so.
And we find out tomorrow what happens. I see some potion sickness as a possibility coming up.
Potions. We don't have potions.
Yeah, if you use more than 5 potions in a minute, it's like the equivalent of taking a handful of painkillers. It's not good for you. You're not supposed to replace 1/10 of your
No.
body weight with potions.
Watcher's
will be
gonna
enough, 5
earn
people.
his title he's already earned twice over again during this next one, I think. But yeah, let's give a sign off, and anyone that wants to put like their Twitter handle or anything in the chat so people can find them, or they have a website or anything that they want to put for identifying, we can go ahead and post that in chat, and I think we're pretty much ready to sign off from the bonus roll.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and leave this if it's alright. The character art was done with Reroll. Excellent program. Thank you very much to Halo Cat for introducing it to us. With the exception of Lich, which was
Licked.
There we go.
Licked.
Sorry, it's been like 10 years since I took a German course. Was done by their player. Let's see here now. Green module written.
Don't hire me for commotions.
Green module. The Green Cauldron adventure was written by The Tide Goes Out. We are honored to be allowed to stream this. We really appreciate it, and we hope that the sales go very well for this. We'd like to thank all of our new followers and our new Prime subs.
Yay!
Appreciate every one of you. Ziza is talking about doing a giveaway where you may have a chance to win a handmade dice box of some fancy sort from her. We will get details from that on the Bonus Roll Twitter at Bonus Roll. I worked to it. It took a while. Follow that if you want to get updates or notifications about when we go live, giveaways, or emergency, like, oh, hey, no one showed up for this, so no game today. If you want to follow me for some god-awful reason, I tweet excessively, frequently, and politically, as well as D&D and role-playing stuff on @GearWow, GYRWOW.
I posted at Ziziva, and I lurk, but then reply on other people's threads. Our post may be cat pictures.
Oh, hey, The Tide Goes Out says next session he could give away a copy of the adventure. Tide, if you want to do that, just send me a DM and I will get the stuff set up and we can do that giveaway during the break.
That would be awesome.
That would be actually really, really cool, man.
And next time's going to get crazy. Y'all are going to the mountain.
To the mountain.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Through the mountain. Through the mountain.
I know a couple of dwarven songs I can sing.
Something I wish I would have played a bard.
See, that's the thing. Everyone wishes they played a bard until they play a bard, and then they're like, I wish I wasn't playing a bard. Or is that just me?
That might be just
That's
you.
just you.
I really have
I don't
enjoyed
know.
every time I play a bard. So.
I really enjoy watching other people play bards.
I will send you the
I had
message.
a 3.5 edition bard, which was pretty crazy and broken.
Oh yeah, those were very good.
Yeah, Tide, I'll send you a DM on Twitter in like maybe an hour. I need a little bit of time to decompress after being Claddock for a while. All right.
And if anyone has any impressions that they want me to put, like for player quotes to add to the review, then on our Discord channel, y'all players can put any module notes you have, and I'll tack them into my review for Roll20 for drive-through RPG.
There are mini birds for making stone soup with.
Yep.
There is that.
All right. I kind of want to keep this rolling for like another 5 minutes, just so it's like a even number on my video feed when I'm editing this. But I'm not going to do that to y'all. I am going to ask, hey, if y'all want to stick around after we end, we will be running a few more ad breaks. It helps monetize the channel in that we don't actually get any money from Twitch because we're under $100 every month. But I don't have anything else to say past that. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, so I got the in-show credits thing up.
I think that was a good DM on Twitch first go.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, that was
that was a
extremely
lot
solid.
of fun. I'm doing my traditional. I didn't shut off y'all's audio, so everyone can still hear us.
Well, yeah.
Fair.